What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video today. So today, Treasure Map SUGOFEST is data downloaded into the game finally. We actually knew this was going to be data downloaded today. We did get a little bit of information last night from the homie and Lord, so shout out to him on the subreddit Discord. But yeah, in this video today, we're going to be talking about the Treasure Map SUGOFEST. This is going live on the 5th of June, 5th of July, sorry, at 1900 PST time, and this is just going to be the start of the treasure map. Now, the treasure map the actual event of the treasure map, I think from what people have said, is going to be on the 7th or 8th PST time on July. So look forward to that. That's going to be a very interesting one. Introducing a brand new treasure map unit in Rebecca and Viola. So hopefully in the coming days, I'll be able to bring you guys a breakdown video for the treasure map itself. So look forward to that one. Now, as for the treasure map, let's go ahead and get into the SUGOFEST regarding it, right? So first of all, 30 gems for the first multi is always nice to see. The second multi, you're guaranteed to get the new Mansheree. So there are 3 new treasure map rare recruits this time around. You've got Mansheree, Babyfive, and a brand new Sugar. We will be going through them in this video today, breaking them down and talking about their abilities, so look forward to it. So yeah, Mansheree, the lowest of the 3-point boosters, is going to be here on the second multi. Third is a legend, which is good. Fourth is just a rate boosted character. 5 is another rate boosted character. 6 is a legend. 7 is a rate boosted character, so already you can see a pretty big omission here. The 8th is a SUGOFEST exclusive, and then the 9th is the new 5-star Babyfive. I don't really understand why they did that, man. It doesn't make sense to me. I think Babyfive should have just been guaranteed on 7, like what they've been doing recently. I don't understand why they put this character all the way to 9 multis, considering most people would have already spent their gems on Nami Robin, or most people are going to be saving their gems for V2 Snake Man or the Shanks Crew Legend later on. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I don't get it. I don't get why Babyfive's on the 9th multi. I mean, personally speaking, even if she was on the 7th multi, I wouldn't have done it anyway, but just odd. Just very, very odd. The 10th is a rate boosted SUGOFEST exclusive, okay. Rate boosted on the 12th as well. Fair enough. So there you go, that's the breakdown of the Part 1 SUGOFEST. Part 2 and 3 are obviously a little bit different. Part 2 and 3 are going to be later on in the event, and they do not have the guaranteed point boosters on that SUGOFEST. So if you are pulling on a treasure map SUGOFEST for any reason, you should be pulling on Part 1 to get your hands on those guaranteed point boosters, which are going to be very, very good in the event itself. So, the event itself against Rebecca and Viola, I personally have not done much research yet as to what the event is like, as to what kind of characters are going to be really useful for the event. So, I don't know how useful each of these particular point boosters will be, but let's go ahead and break down all of them. So the first of them is going to be Mansheree. So Mansheree is the lowest of the point boosters, guaranteed on the second multi. I'll be doing 3 multis myself. I do 3 multis every TM Sugo to get my hands on at least one of the characters. So let's have a look. Mansheree is an int cerebral striker. So she is an int character, so works well with either the Pudding or the Nami Robin, of course. So the captain effect just heals 3 times recovery at the end of each turn. That's not a very good captain effect, especially in treasure map. You're not going to see play with her as a captain. That's really bad. That's actually really, really bad, because it means if you do want to try and get a little bit more points, then running her as a friend is really, really bad, because you literally get no attack boost from it at all. It would have been nice if she just boosted just someone's attack by like 1.5 at the very least. I don't understand that, man. That's so annoying. But her special is 10 turn cooldown, and it will go ahead and change Dex and Int characters' empty slots into matching, so you can see some pretty cool shenanigans you could do with that. It will go ahead and lock your crew's slots for 1 turn as well, and then reduces bind and decrease chain multiplier growth rate also by 2 turns. So I would expect in this event that you're going to be having to deal with bind. And obviously the lower chain multiply growth rate, but I wonder if it's enough bind where this character like is something that you have to do. Like potentially it could be like 5 turns of bind gets inflicted, so you have the sockets to get rid of 3 of them, and then you still have 2 more turns, so this special would be able to get rid of that. If that's going to be the case, that would make the most sense. Or if it's 4 turns, but then potentially you could use a support effect to get rid of some bind. We're not really too sure yet. But either way, I don't think this character is overly amazing. I mean, the orb manipulation's cool, but it's only for empty slots. So the only real way that you're going to be seeing this be used would be with like Nami and Robin, for example, because you could use their switch effect to get you those empty slots, then use their special to use the special of Mansheree to get the full board of slots. So you can see, you know, ways you could use it. It doesn't seem super amazing to me, so that's a little unfortunate. The second one is Babyfive. So this is the this will likely be the 2x point booster. Mansheree is likely 1.75 times. Babyfive is an int character as well. Int shooter free spirit, captain effect of a free spirit 1.5 times attack. That's actually not well, it's bad because it's a really low multiplier, but if you have Nami and Robin yourself, Nami and Robin are free spirit in 2 of their 3 forms, I think maybe nearly all their forms. I know they're free spirit a lot of the time, so you'll actually still get a boost if you have your own Nami and Robin with this, so that's cool. So the special ability of this character, 13 turn max cooldown, reduces crew's despair and attack down by 3 turns. Okay, so that's really annoying that, just comparing last treasure map, the Hawkins on the second multi was like amazing. That's basically all you needed. The Law and the Kid from last TM, which were like the higher point boosters, weren't really that required because they didn't really have that many utility effects. They were just like additional damage dealers. But when you have some of the high point boosters that are your dedicated utility characters, that's a big problem because sometimes they can be quite difficult to replace here. And the fact that you've got this Babyfive here reduces despair and attack down by 3 turns. That's going to be very, very annoying to deal with, especially if you don't have any other unit that can get rid of that. It also boosts the type effects of normal attacks, so color affinity boost to Dex and Int, 1.5, 1.75, 2 times, depending on your navigation level. Okay, fair enough. She seems actually not too bad. That's a pretty decent special, but only really good in TM for the color affinity, and then just outside of TM, it's 3 turn removal of despair and attack down. It's okay. Nothing crazy, though. Now, the final character is Sugar. Sugar is the highest point booster on the TM, so she is a 2.2 times point booster, or we're expecting her to be a 2.2 times. She is an int, driven cerebral, giving driven characters 1.5 attack, so that's definitely the worst of the captain effects so far. Well, I guess Mansheree, because she doesn't even give a boost, but with this, it's pretty bad because none of like the higher tier boosted units are driven, I think, so that's not really that good. But as for her special, 13 turn cooldown, reduces all enemies' defense up and damage reduction, so that's Rainbow and Blue Shield by 3 turns. And then boosts Dex and Int characters attack 1.75, 2 times, 2.25, depending on your nav level. Again, having the higher point boosters being really good utility units is a big problem. Not a big fan of that. There are still some other characters that you could, you know, replace with, though, which is not terrible. You know, there probably are replacements for this. I think that the attack down and despair removal is a little bit more difficult to replace rather than the defense removal effects. I think that is a little bit easier, just personally speaking. Okay, so Sugar seems okay. But again, she is going to be the 2.2 times unit, the highest point booster on the entire treasure map, and she's going to be really difficult to get your hands on. So if you do pull her, consider yourself very, very lucky. That's for sure. So that's the breakdown of the 3 new TM units and the SUGOFEST itself. Of course, it goes without saying, if you're not a player that, you know, spends a bunch of money on the game, you should be skipping the TMs. Do not touch the TM SUGOFESTs, especially because we are very close to the French anniversary at the end of July, so you should be waiting for that SUGOFEST if you have the itch to pull, that's for sure. So, talking about something else though, I want to go to the extra island and have a look at something, because we've got a brand new raid boss coming to the game. Now, the raid boss coming to the game is this Bonnie. Jewelry Bonnie, it's coming out on, I think it's actually tomorrow as of me recording this video, she's going to be dropping. So this unit is actually really good. So this is the unit that you can get your hands on. I believe she does not have a 4-star. I think she's only a 5-star unit. But she's a Dex Free Spirit Fighter. A captain effect, if I could click the right button, of course. A captain effect that will go ahead and boost Free Spirit characters' attack by 2.5. And then boost their attack by a further 1.2 times when they have a recovery slot. Makes recovery slots matching and also boosts the chances of getting a recovery slot. So it's 2.5 multiplied by 1.2, which is a 3 times boost. Not an overly amazing captain effect, I must admit, but hey, it's something if you don't have anything for it. You know, it's a free spirit attack boosting captain. There's plenty of good hybrids you can run with free spirit in particular. But her special's really good, right? So it only needs 12 skill ups, which is interesting. So she goes down to a 15 turn cooldown, 14 turn cooldown. Maybe she'll get cooldown from limit break. I don't know what she actually really maxes out at. But it reduces all enemies' damage, threshold, and defense up by 5 turns. So as we just mentioned, with defense up, there are replacements for that. This is one of them. She doesn't remove the rainbow shield. You will need another character for that. But still, not a terrible effect at all. Removing threshold and defense up by 5 turns, boosts your entire team's recovery by 1.5 for 1 turn, and changes all slots into recovery. Now, it does not get rid of block orbs, but any other slot is changed into recovery. And the cool thing is as well, sets all crews slots to recovery at the start of the fight, and her limit break sailor effect makes recovery slots beneficial. So when you use her special and you get those recovery slots, they are going to be beneficial no matter what. And when you pick up those recovery orbs, you're going to be healing for a pretty substantial amount, because the 1.5 recovery boost is no joke. This is going to be healing for a lot. So if you are in a situation where you just need to get some health back, this is going to be a pretty good unit to use just in order to do that. So it's a really nice defensive unit, as well as, you know, having a really good piece of utility on top of it. The support effect is nothing too crazy though, 7% attack and HP, nothing really great there, but I actually want to check the news board to see when does that Raid Bonnie actually come out. I think it actually is tomorrow. I will double check though. Raid Bonnie is, yes, tomorrow, so definitely look forward to that. When that drops, I'll be uploading a video breaking down everything regarding that, so look forward to that. But that is going to be it for this video, breaking down the treasure map SUGOFEST, all the new characters coming out. As I said, I will be getting to prepping the TM preparation video, so you guys can understand what the bosses do, and prepping your teams prior to, so you can get ready for the upcoming treasure map. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.